So I like to sit out here on my back porch in the morning, and it's always so peaceful. The windows are open, and there's just a canopy of trees in my yard, and my neighbor has chickens, so they've been pretty quiet today. I haven't heard anything from them yet today, but um, anyway, I like to come out here and just enjoy the mornings and get my thoughts together. I decided to start documenting my journey with PTSD um, just because, I don't know. Well, one, I think it would be good to see my own progress for myself, but also I ran across a couple of videos where the speakers were encouraging people to share their story, to share what's on their heart with people because you never know what somebody is going through, and it could be helpful to somebody somewhere. So that's my hope. Hey, I'm not the most glamorous in the world and probably not the most articulate, but I feel like I do have something to share. I have a lot to share, actually. I am 49, and in my 49 years of life, it's been interesting. But never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that I've been told that I have PTSD. I honestly thought it was ADHD, and I was trying to get that situated because two of my kids have it. But nope. So, anyway, but it really just kind of culminated with um, my resignation from an organization that I really, 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 really loved. I believed in it so much. Um, and my job wasn't hard, but it was mentally taxing. Um, I'm not a person for numbers, so that part. But other than that, I like talking to people. I like meeting people, which is weird because I don't like crowds. My social media runs out very quickly. Um, I, I don't trust anybody really. I have huge trust issues. And so, but I really love the work and just meeting people and hearing their stories. Our seniors, they're so full of wisdom and knowledge and history and all types of things, and I love them. And but I resigned because I couldn't, I couldn't carry. For anybody who has had any experience with seniors, especially now, they're struggling. But this isn't new. They've been mistreated for years. People mistreat them, and it's awful. But on top of that, they are struggling. They struggle to eat, they struggle to maintain, they struggle to pay bills. They're lonely, their families abandon them. People give up on them. Um, you know, they lack help. They live in rural areas where there's nothing. You know what I mean? And so, anyway, um, so when I encounter the individual or their families and I hear their stories, it hits hard. It just does. It just does. It hurts me so much. And it's like, I forget the terminology for it when you're in a field like healthcare or something like that, or even behavioral health or whatever, and you are eventually are carrying everybody else's burdens. I'm not saying that they're a burden, but I'm saying their stuff. You hear people's stuff and you carry it on your back all the time. And you don't realize you're carrying this stuff, but it starts to weigh you down. But who do you have? Well, I didn't have a therapist. I didn't have anybody, outside of my husband and whatnot. But it's like a professional is really good to have in situations like this. You don't have to be crazy or have PTSD to have a therapist, to just have a third party to talk to, that outside person, that unbiased outside person, because they're the ones that are looking into the situation from a perspective that you don't have. So, but anyway, I didn't really have that, and not until near the end, and by then it's like, but then other stuff. One of my parents, well, both my parents, neither one of my parents live in my city, but one of my parents lives in a whole different state, and that's tough. And so when things happen, um, it's stress because now I've got to make sure she's situated. That's my parent. But it's a lot. It's a lot. And then with this economy, my kids have been struggling since COVID. Really, it's been a struggle. It's been struggle after struggle after struggle after struggle after struggle after struggle after struggle. And I hit a wall. I hit a wall, and I got to a point where I think I finally noticed it because I was struggling. I was like my work cell would ring and I wouldn't want to answer it. And I would have a whole episode, like whole anxiety, just trying to answer the phone. And or even to make the calls I needed to make was a struggle. And I couldn't do it anymore. I could not do it anymore. So it's like now I want to go into business for myself. It still involves people, which is great. Fine. I love talking to people. I like meeting people, but on a limited basis. Limited. So the business that I want to do for myself is just that I can work when I want to. I can still meet people and talk to people, but it's on a limited basis. PTSD is tough, and I had a session with my therapist last week. She's a new therapist for me, and she specializes in PTSD. And I don't remember what I was talking about anymore, but I had a whole episode. I don't even like showing my feelings to anybody unless you got a ring on my finger. And even then, it's like, I still don't want to do it, but I will. And because that's my husband. But I had a whole episode in front of that therapist. It was a train wreck as far as I was concerned. But it also showed me that these things are real, that I'm experiencing, that it's not just me. And for a long time, I felt like just this disconnect from myself, this huge disconnect. And like, who the flip am I? What reality are you living in? Because nobody else sees anything the way you do. Yeah. So now, so for quite a while now, I have been in doing what I do. I'm not really going to get into that too much in any of these videos because I kind of want to keep that separate as far as what I'm doing. But it's been good, and work is picking up, and so I'm not completely without any income of my own as far as like that I make myself. My husband is the type of man where, listen, I don't care if you work or not. I know you want to work. I know you like to have your own money, your own income, whatever you want. Like, he's just that type of supportive man, and I love him so much. I'm so blessed and so grateful for a man like him, because the alternative didn't work out that great. So anyway, um, it helps to have his support. It helps to have him on my team and on my side and rooting for me. It takes a lot of the pressure off and a lot of the stress off. And we're not hurting for anything. We're not worried about anything. We trust God always, always. And God has always looked out. Always looked out. And there were times where we were struggling. There was a time a few years ago that I wasn't working. I was off on medical, actually. And things were tough. And one day I was taking my husband to work, and it was super early in the morning. It was still dark. It was like 4 something in the morning, I think. And we're pulling into the lot of his job at the time, and there was money blowing across the parking lot. I didn't see it because I was driving. My husband saw it, so I stopped. We get out, and there's all these bunches of money blowing across the lot. He grabs a bundle. I grab bundles. We get in the car. It's over $100 between the two of us. God is good, because we needed it, And that's not the first time we have found money in a parking lot at just the weirdest times, but it was always on time. So God is good. So we don't stress about money. We don't stress about anything, and we're not worried about anything, but we're not hurting either. But it's the point that I still want to be a productive person. I'm not that sit around housewife kind of person. I can't do it. I tried. Can't do it. But yeah, but work is coming, and it's good. I like it. And I'm adding work to my business, so that's good. I do work on it, and I wanted to have a Shopify store. Been trying to work on that, but I've just been busy, which is good. Busy is good. But also take care of myself. And so today is a rest day. I had three clients yesterday, and so it was a very busy day for me. I'm worn out today. I got to bed really late, and I'm worn out today. So today is a rest day. I got a dress on, but my robe is cozy and it's soft, so I just like to sit in it. But anyway, I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. I haven't eaten anything, and that's my other problem, is that my eating habits are awful. So I'm going to eat, and I'm going to maybe soak my feet, maybe do a pedicure or something. But today is a chill day. So happy hump day, everybody. Champion for yourself. Step out on faith. Trust God. You won't regret it. Bye.